Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's guest is Bryan Clayton. And I'm so happy that you are here and you said yes to our interview today. How are you doing?
Hey, Caroline, I'm doing great. Great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Wow, amazing. And I would love to introduce you to the audience. Of course, you are the CEO and co-founder of GreenPal, an online marketplace connecting homeowners with local lawn care professionals. Dubbed the Uber for lawn care, GreenPal serves over 200,000 active users, completing thousands of transactions daily. Welcome to the Inspired Podcast, Bryan Clayton.
Great to be here. Well, thank you for having me on. Yeah, so I'm co-founder of a mobile app that works like Uber, but for lawn mowing services, and it's a 10-year overnight success. My two co-founders and I have been at this for a little over a decade, and now it's nationwide in the United States.
Wow, I love that. And my first question is, what inspired you to create GreenPal and how did you identify the need for this service?
Yeah, so it was actually I was solving my own problem. I ran a landscaping company for 15 years. Started mowing grass when I was a kid and stuck with that lawn mowing business for 15 years and grew it into a big company, about 100 people, and sold it. And after I sold that business, I thought, well, somebody's going to build an app that works like Uber does, but for this industry that I know. And so that was the inspiration to solve the problems I saw while running a lawn mowing business, how hard it was to get quotes, to schedule somebody, to pay somebody, and just kind of took what I knew about the industry and then learned the tech side and created this app where you can push a button and somebody will come mow your yard for you.
Wow, I love that. So you found the need and you filled it and you bring together customers and what is it? Homeowners and the
Yeah, homeowners or
yeah.
people who rent a home. Yeah, the people who have a yard that needs to be mowed, connecting them with people who are professionals in that industry is what we do.
And it sounds so easy, but for the people, looking for clients, for example, it is not easy. So there was a need. And I love that you created this app. Can you share a success or transformation story that highlights the impact GreenPal has had on users or service providers?
Yeah, so for consumers, for homeowners, it's a nice convenience. You don't have to call around. Your grass might be 3 or 4 feet tall, and you maybe your last lawn care guy just disappeared. That's typically what happens, and so it's a nice convenience for them to be able to quickly just order a lawn mowing service. But on the other side, the lawn care professional, the person who makes their living in the lawn mowing business, it's a very difficult livelihood. They have to get up at every day at 5 o'clock in the morning, sharpen their lawnmower blades. It's hard work. They're out in the hot sun all day, and then they don't have time for things like marketing and bookkeeping when they get done mowing yards all day. And so that's really who we built this platform for. We built the platform for hardworking professionals who make their living in this industry, and so every day we get stories from them like, "Thank you, GreenPal. I was able to pay off student loan debt or medical debt, or I was able to put a down payment for a home, or because they had access to the GreenPal system, they were able to invest in better commercial grade equipment and make more money with less time." So really helping these professionals improve their livelihood is why we do what we do.
Yes, and also they are able to focus on their core competences, right?
That's right.
It's
Yeah,
about being outside.
that's
Mhm.
exactly right. They can focus on doing a good job for their clients, and they don't have to worry about things like bookkeeping, marketing, back office things. The platform handles all of that for them.
Yes, I see. And I love it. I love it. I would highly recommend, please reach out to Bryan. He's amazing. Where can we find you? Or just download the app and let's go?
Yeah, you can download GreenPal in the App Store or Play Store, or you can just go to greenpal.com and quickly you can sign up for free quotes. You get 5 free quotes in about 30 minutes, and then you can read reviews from what other people have said about these lawn care professionals, and then hire them right from your smartphone without even making a phone call. We try to make it as simple and easy as possible for consumers to use the platform.
So it's like ordering a pizza or something.
Exactly. Yeah. We
Mm.
try to make it as easy as ordering a pizza from Domino's, or as easy as ordering your groceries on Instacart, or ordering an Uber. This is kind of the way things should be in 2024. It should be as easy as just pushing a button to get things done, like lawn mowing. We believe the smartphone is kind of the remote control for your life. And so we dedicated our lives to making this one thing as easy as it can be.
Oh, I love what you said about the remote control. I never thought of it that way. I have to rethink now, rewire my brain. Thank you. I learned so much. Of course, I have another question. What are your goals for the future of GreenPal, and how do you envision the platform evolving over the next few years?
Yeah, so right now we have about 300,000 people using the app every week to get lawn mowing. We want to grow that to 1 million people. We feel like when we get to 1 million people using the platform, we will graduate into kind of the conversation as the same as like an Instacart or a DoorDash for ordering food, Uber for ordering a ride. We want GreenPal to be in that same conversation of, this is just the default way that you get this certain task done. And so we are driving towards 1 million people. And the way the platform evolves is making it more instantaneous to order a lawn mowing service. The way it is right now, and in the way that we have had to kind of stick with to preserve the user experience, is you sign up for free quotes, you get the prices, and then you hire the person you want to work with. Well, we're working on technology to be able to eliminate that second step of having to wait for the prices. We want to be able to crunch the numbers and understand that, okay, this professional for $35 will be there on Thursday. And so having to eliminate that step of waiting for quotes is what we're working on.
I love that, and I see what you mean. So you speed things up by using the app. You don't have to check the app a second time, for example, when you first entered it, and not you don't have to wait for
Exactly.
an answer. You get it done, right?
Exactly. And it's as simple as that sounds. It's everything. It's like everything we can do from an engineering standpoint to look at the data and say, okay, these are the 100 lawn care services you can hire in your zip code, and this is their track record. This is how much they charge for your size property, and so we can say with 99% confidence this is what it will be, and that the professional will be happy with that. We don't set the prices, the pros set the prices, but using the data from their past transactions to be able to predict what the price will be is what we're working on.
Wow, and I also love that you identify experts, and
Yeah,
yeah. Mhm.
yeah, that's really what the platform's job is to do, is to promote the reliable lawn mowing services so you can hire a good one, and kind of demote and expel the ones that aren't very good. And so you don't have to go through these negative experiences or working with a professional that isn't so professional. And so the lawn mowing business is kind of filled with those.
Okay, I see. And through the reviews, I think there are, then people build trust as well when other people bought already or work with people. Then yeah, I love the system.
Yeah, the reviews is an important piece,
Mhm.
because if you hire a lawn mowing service the traditional way, let's say you just Google lawn mowing services near me and you get some listings. Well, and maybe you get a couple reviews from like Yelp or a couple other websites like Facebook, but you don't really know if those reviews are real. You don't know if they're legitimate or not. But with GreenPal, every review is tied to an actual transaction that occurred on the platform. So you know that these are legitimate, actual points of feedback from other people in your neighborhood who have used this particular lawn mowing service. So you can hire them with confidence.
Yes, I absolutely see the point. When the interview, when the internet was was published 25 years ago, or let's say open to the public, then we did not have those problems about
That's
thinking
right.
how actual is the recommendation, or how reliable it is, or as you said, it is linked to transaction. I love
Exactly.
the system, and you can transfer this also to other services, of course.
Yeah, we are focused on making this one task, lawn mowing, and really the stuff around lawn mowing, like shrubs, seeding, mulch, leaf removal, gutter cleaning. The other stuff that a lawn mowing service would do, you can also order with your GreenPal account. But the thing about these home services is that they all kind of operate in a different way. So the home painting service, the carpet cleaning service, the home cleaning service are completely different than the lawn mowing service. And so we are focused on just this one thing to make it as easy as possible. And we've got a long way to go in terms of market share in the United States. We have 300,000 people using it, but there's 300 million people in the United States, and over half of them have a yard that needs to be cut. So we've got a long way to go in just this one vertical.
Oh, it's clear to me. So it seems like it reminds me of hairdressers. It's like dressing your. I don't know. I just found out this
Exactly.
word.
Yeah. It's like, okay, the world of cosmetology, and then you've got like 100 different professions in that world. That's kind of how home services is like it's really hard to deliver a consistent, reliable experience if you're trying to do home cleaning, painting, roofing, pressure washing, pool service, and lawn mowing. You'll never develop an experience that's predictable and consistent, and if you don't focus on one at a time.
Okay, so I think I already asked you about your goals, your next projects, right? You target the 1 million users, yes, of
That's
the app.
correct.
And how about going international? Can you, because I'm in Germany right
Nice.
now, can I use it soon?
We will be in Europe soon enough. So we're only in the United States now, and we're expanding into the remaining little small towns that GreenPal is not currently live. And so we've got probably 100 or 200 more of those little small cities that we need to install the platform. And then after that, we'll go to Canada, and then UK, and then the rest of Europe. I anticipate in the next couple of years in Germany, you'll be able to use the platform to order a lawn mowing service.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much. This was our interview. I'm so happy. And now it's time for your last thoughts to the audience, please.
Yeah. So, if you've ever thought about starting a tech company like this, I think it can be one of the most rewarding things you do with your life. When I sold my landscaping business, I was kind of a blue collar entrepreneur, and I had to kind of reinvent the way I thought and reinvent my skills all over again when I started this technology business. And I didn't think I could learn how to code. I didn't think I could learn how to build software, but you can learn anything on YouTube these days. And so if you are sufficiently dedicated, you can learn anything you need to learn to start a tech company like this. So go for it would be my advice.
Oh, thank you so much. I have to ask you about that. So I didn't really understand in the beginning. So you coded it yourself?
That's right. Yeah, we taught ourselves how to build
Mm.
software and built it from scratch ourselves. It took 3 years to learn how to build software, but little by little we would take online classes, my co-founders and I, and then work on the app, work on the platform, and then do it wrong, and then try to figure out how to do it right, and just rinse and repeat. 2 or 3 years later, we had something that worked, and we had this skill set that kind of carried us through the next 10 years. And had we not done that, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Wow, I'm impressed. Thank you so much. Please reach out to Brian and download the app, of course. Test it. GreenPal, I love the name, and we will hear from you very, very soon. Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Thank you, Caroline. I enjoyed it.
And see you in the next episode.